One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Fox. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So SMU's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jean-Pierre. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Mustangs are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
There he goes. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Mustangs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Finding an escape route. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Second down coming up. The play action fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Under fire. Grabs it in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Louisville's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on.
Wide open on the right. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown Cardinals.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The shoot, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's the 20. He's got space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 1st down here for the offense. Got it behind the line. It's Jean-Pierre. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll open this drive, open to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Starts to scramble to the left. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown Cardinals! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They go to the ground. And some room to work. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's got an open man. There he goes down the right side. The 30. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, SMU.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. At the 35, he's open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it in 3rd and short or 3rd and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the first down.
He's going to run it. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Lee, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious.
He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Hey, good job by this defense, man. Pressuring the QB, making him get outside the pocket. I would like for him personally just to throw it away. Like, don't take the -2 right here. But I tell you, this is a pass rusher chasing that guy. I'm getting as close as I can to him, because the closest guy gets credit for a sack.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He's moving out of the pocket. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guys, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Looking to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Jean-Pierre. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. fire on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Mustangs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. First play of the drive comes from the 38. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right?
There he goes! And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Cardinals, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires on the move. Working on the right. Lots of room to run. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see...
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Off the RPO, complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Give to the running back. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back from the football.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking downfield on first down. Myers on the move. He's open on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wants to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 seconds.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets him go. He's got it. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a line?
Breaks into the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. Back's going for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
That was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll run it to the right. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the 1st. Flying down the right side. The tag. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the stomping has commenced.
And And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make somebody miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Pulls and fires complete. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
For wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So,
lofts one high and deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Might be calling a hot route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
that is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Stumbled to the ground.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays and the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rushes on him. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. And they're able to make the tackle.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Wants to throw on third down. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it. There he goes. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Catch in the middle, it's Jean-Pierre. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try the run. Creates a little space. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just